Time to talk about little Tezos and Chainlink. And this video does contain a sponsored crypto that I'll talk about in a minute called Bidao, B-I-D-A-O. Interesting coin. That's the sponsored one, but I want to talk about these two first, and I'll get into that. So if we look at, let's see, Chainlink and Tezos. Let me share the screen. Tezos. This coin, remember, got down to 31 cents, in the 30s, whatever. 31, I think, was the absolute low. December 2018. And it, 91 cents in October 86, whatever. Let's see. A year later in December, it got to $1. That's November, actually. From 30. And remember what Cliff said. This thing filled a lot of his data on the mystery coin that would be really, really good in the future. He said that this is going to be way out in the future, but it's going to be epic, is what he got. Absolutely epic. And he said it's just going to, if it goes down below the ICO price, that's the final key that this is the right coin. He goes, but even without that, all these other things that it filled, it's like 60 something, or I forgot the number now, but he's like, I want it to be 38% filled data wise for me to say, yeah, I think that was the coin. He goes, this one went up, I think it was like 68% or something. So that was, he already was sure of it, but we definitely went below ICO price. A couple more than once too. So imagine if you got in 30-40 cents. This thing is currently $3.43. As you can see, it's doing one hell of a rally here. Even if you got in at $1, this was just last year, $1. In other words, a few months ago, November, December, January, February, that's 3 months ago. This thing was $1.18. And here we are today at $3.43. This thing basically did, a triple dipper, if you will. And this isn't the time frame Uncle Cliff talked about. Like, he was saying this is going to be way later. So this thing may do $3, $5, $10, $20. I mean, this thing may go. Again, I don't know what period of time, but it's doing well. Another one, Chainlink. So this post right here on the top of my screen. So I spoke to the Cobra today. This was on Patreon. This was posted January 11th. I haven't heard, it was a while since I heard from him. And he was always big on, Bitcoin Cash, which I've already told people, another coin, whatever. But Bitcoin Cash was his biggest holding. And then he goes, oh, Chainlink. I've just added that to my portfolio. So I'm like, so you have like 3 basically, as far as the biggest ones you have? He goes, yeah. So he came out to tell me that. And I went ahead and posted it on Patreon. And if you look back to that time frame, $2.60. That was January 19th. Let's say January 11th, I think, is when I posted that. 11th is right down here. It's about $2.26. Current price, $4.40. This thing has basically doubled. This thing has doubled since he gave it to me. Nice volume too, if you look at it. 289 million, almost 400 million. Over here we've got 464 million in volume. What's Tezos looking like? Not like that, but not bad. 200 million. 161 million. Let's look back at Theta. Still about 16.5 cents. It'd be interesting. It will be interesting to see, is Theta going to kind of, because it's been around its ICO price, or when we got into it, it's 11 cents, 12 cents, 13. It's been around there forever. Then it would come down. It would take a while to hit back that 10, 11 cents. Then it would go back down 8, 9 cents, whatever. Because of the announcements recently, are we going to start to see kind of a new floor, if you will, for Theta? Like, are we going to start seeing, 15, 16 cents, and then, oh, wow, it went over 20 cents? That kind of a thing? Not a whole lot of volume for quite a while for Theta. And then all of a sudden, again, towards the end here, $31 million in volume. February 14th, that's today. 31 million in volume. and yet 1 million, 5 million, 2 million, 3 million, 932,000. So whatever this announcement was, maybe some people on the inside might know a little something you and I don't know. I don't know. But I remember, again, with Sharon Michelle, she said, Joe, well, she said a public video too, but she told me too. She said the same thing in the public video, but she's like, look, I think it's going to get to, when it gets to about 30 or 40 cents, between there, somewhere around there, people need to hopefully be in it by then. And if they're not into it, I feel like that might be their last chance to where they really need to get into it now at those prices. She goes, because I think once it finally gets to those prices, again, around 40 cents, that's when maybe some milestones in the price take place. And of course, if that's happening, milestones within the company and the crypto is going to probably take place as well. New partnerships, new thing happening, oh my God, great news, that kind of stuff. I mean, why else would it pump that hard if it does? She didn't say where it would go immediately after that, once it hits 40 cents, but she felt like when it does, it's going to start climbing. And then you're going to be like, oh man, I should have gotten Theta when, Joe told me 400 times, Jason at 4 told me 400 times, when it was 10 cents, 12 cents, 5 cents, whatever. And I've bought all over the place. I bought under 10 cents, I bought 13 cents. I think the highest I ever bought was around 18 cents, which is a good thing because I didn't buy a lot when I did do that one. That was quite a while ago, but back down to 12, 10, 11, I might buy some more. And again, now I'm at a point where I'm like, okay, you have enough. Dude, settle down. That's one of the ones, like I said, I don't usually go crazy on any particular crypto, but I'd be lying if I said that about Theta. I'd be lying if I said about Theta. So I'm now going to end this video with the paid sponsor, and that is Bidao, B-I-D-A-O. And the website, which I'll show you on the screen, B-I-D-A-O, Bidao chain. If you know anything about Maker DAO, which this is just stupid ridiculous, Maker. And I'm not sure what the market got, like the full amount of coins that Bidao is going to have in total, but $637? Circulating supply, nearly 1 million. Almost 1 million of them. I'm pretty sure that Bidao is going to have a lot more than 1 million. So, to be fair. But even so, $637? Jeez. And what's the volume like? Look at this. 7 million, 6 million, 5 million, 3 million. Over here back in September, it was 11 million. I mean, people are playing this. So, I know a guy actually from Germany. I talk with him every now and then, and he's worked on a few different projects as usually an advisor. So he reached out to me and he's like, hey, what do you think about this one? We'd pay you for a promotion on this one, but he goes, I know how you are. You haven't done one in 2 years, and most things you say no, because I told him pretty much everything right now. I'm like, it has to be absolutely amazing for me to do this, like last year, or technically like 2018 even. And so I just I almost don't even care. Like, the market's going down. I don't know if I want to get into any ICO. And if I miss one, so what? It was great. But it's been a couple of years. The market's turning around. There's not a whole lot of ICOs out right now. I said, let me look at the white paper. All right, let me look at this. It actually looks pretty decent. There's a couple other people, crypto people that have talked about this coin recently. They're working with a company called Tellor, I think, Tellor. They're going to have this on the Binance chain. And long story short, again, you can get the technicals, and I'll put the link up in the description box for their website. And it's very simple to do. Read the terms and conditions, of course. But if it's the only competitor to Maker, and again, Maker has a lot less coins than this one's going to have, but still, if it's the only one, and this clearly Maker's doing fantastic, whether there's low coins or not. I mean, there's millions of dollars in volume happening every day. And it really picked up, it looks like, from September onward significantly on Maker as far as volume goes. Okay, so you have one entity, now you have a second one with competition. And what they're doing, see, Maker is only on the Ethereum blockchain, whereas Bidao is going to be on a whole bunch of different blockchains. I think they're going to go with, to start with anyways, it will be dealing with Binance chain, but smart contracts and whatnot. EOS. What was the other one? EOS and let me check. There was one other one. EOS. Tezos. Yeah, I was gonna say I thought it was Tezos. Ideo will also be integrated with other blockchains like Ethereum, Tezos, and EOS. This way, Ideo becomes the one-stop shop for decentralized finance (DeFi) applications. You know, like anything though, you can watch anybody on YouTube or whatever, and they recommend this, recommend that. I've been in coins in the past, didn't do too well. I've been coins in the past that did fantastic. Some epic. And again, even some of the more epic moves I missed because I already sold and thought I made an epic move. And here's the other thing. Like, for example, with, let's look back at Tezos. Remember they had this big thing, the thing blew apart, and it had a huge, by the way, the ICO was huge. It pulled in a lot of money, Tezos. And then it all fell apart, and the team's breaking up. Whoa. Your white paper was great, right? So at the end of the day, if you choose to invest in anything, crypto, that is, well, honestly, this is good for any investment advice in anything. Yeah, you could do your own research. You can look at, well, what's the company about? What are they going to do? What are they going to fix? Oh, this is great. This is great. At the end of the day, does anyone know the team? Does anyone in the workplace? Like, we're always taking a chance with all these. And like I said, it's been about 2 years for me. With a little more than 2 years for ICO stuff. I'm just like, you know what, I feel comfortable with the coins I'm in. But again, he put this in front of me, and I'm like, not that that's the first time someone's put something in front of me lately, because I get emails still, and I just either delete them or tell them no. But I said, you know, there's only one competitor out there. It's Maker. Maker's doing great. It's going to be on the Binance chain. Therefore, it's going to get known about if it's on Binance chain. There could be something to this. So I told him, yeah, I'll go ahead and do it. So again, I'll put up the link in the description box. Check it out. You know, and I used to never say this, but it's probably a good habit to say this now. After 2017, the fiasco, in 2018, the bear market, and everyone not taking responsibility for their own actions. Like, Joe, you know, why didn't you tell us to get out? Because I didn't get out. I didn't get out at the high in 2017, right? So all these coins that did great, again, even Pillar, which is 3 cents right now, its ICO was 10 cents for us. We got a little discount on it. It was 11 cents normally. It got over like $1.38. It's called $1.40. A 10-cent coin. That's 14 times. It did a 14x. And none of us took the damn profit. Oh, it's gonna go higher, it's gonna go higher, right? So at the end of the day, you're responsible for your own decisions. Don't forget that. So just because me or anyone else comes out here and tells you, no, I think this might be okay, it looks good. You still got to do your own due diligence. You still got to make the decision yourself. You know, at the end of the day. And I used to never say that. I just tell you what I thought about this thing, and we're going to this ICO, and I just leave it at that. But of course, when the market's going up, it doesn't matter. Everyone loves you. You don't have to have any disclaimer. You don't have to say anything. Oh, this is fantastic. This guy made me a ton of money just by getting me into this coin. And then the market dumps, and everyone's like, oh, well, you know, you're the smart guy. You were telling us. Hold on. I never told you to stick your finger across that mouse and keyboard. I didn't never stick my finger through your screen and press buttons for you. You know, again, that's human nature pretty much in anything. You know, everyone wants to tell you how to make money, and then when it doesn't work, oh, you're the idiot. Whatever. So, it was a promotional video, but before we even discussed that part, I said, you know, I'm going to go ahead and throw a couple bucks into this anyways, of my own. I got my own skin in the game, but then, like I said, you know, I'll do the promotion because I think there could be something to this. You know, again, hopefully the team does well. Hopefully they push this thing, you know, through all the avenues they want to. They just did a software release on actually GitHub. That just came out today or yesterday. And they've got popular repositories, yeah. And there's the Telor REST API, bid node specs. Yeah, so they're moving. And I know you can stake during the ICO. Right now, it's set to stake at 30% of the bid tokens, which is kind of crazy high. And I think each quarter it goes down a bit, and then it goes down a little bit more next quarter until the either third quarter maybe or fourth quarter. and then it's over. So this is not I guess an ICO that they're trying to reach some certain amount or whatever. Just it's not like EOS though either. Remember when EOS, it was just an open-ended ICO, it just goes until forever, like whatever. This looks like it's going to stop this year, but as each quarter comes by, if you're already in the ICO, you're staking at a high price, and then it goes down the next quarter a little bit, goes down a little bit more. By the time you're at the end of the year, it's down, quite a bit low, and then when it stops, basically it stays at, from what I understand, 3% always. So if this is a decent if this turns out to be a decent project, which of course I hope it does, then you can earn 3% per year for nothing, for just having your coins over there. They do have a web interface. They also have a downloadable wallet. I'm using the web interface myself. Of course, as the whole crypto market pumps up nicely, earning 3% might not be too bad of an idea on top of whatever the profit is if these things are going up. So, anyways, almost midnight here. I'm tired, and little baby Ian's waking up every 3 hours or so. So it's still pretty rough. I'm freaking tired all the time, and I've got to take my wife stays here. I take the kids all over the place. Take them over here. Take this little homeschool center. Take them to the skating ring, which I just did a little while ago. Got back at 10. I'm tired. So, hey, fingers crossed. I hope this thing does well. It looks decent. I looked at a few of the team members and stuff. They're younger people, but look like they got a decent background behind them. Again, it's all on the website. You can check out their stuff on the website. So, that's it. Let's see if this crypto market can pump well past 400. It's right now 405 billion. I want to see 425, 450. We start pushing numbers like that, or I said 4. I believe I'm at the wrong 3, not 4. 305, not 405. We start to get the numbers like 400 billion. Keep in mind the all-time high was 800 billion. That was the entire market. So if we get to half that, again, that's a major milestone right now. And again, I'm going to say, guys, we're still just in 2020. After the beatdown of 2018 and 2019. No one's expecting a huge all-time high 2020. Everyone's real conservative all of a sudden. Whether it's the psychic, the TA people, everyone's backing off. And something inside me just keeps saying, I wonder if 2020 is going to surprise us in the most epic way. I wonder if 2020 is going to surprise us. Here's the thing with this coronavirus and all this crap in China. What if this is set up? China, with the trade deal with Trump, they're not winning. Okay, they're devastated. Their economy's crap now. They have to now play it off with the corona. Oh, no, it wasn't that. It was coronavirus, man. The coronavirus did this. It decimated our industry. And next thing you know, there's a whole lot of people saying, what happened to my money? What happened to my Chinese yuan, my Chinese dollar? It's not looking good. Well, I got to go to safe haven. Oh. Now, they may not allowed to be having exchanges and all that. And these crypto projects in China, they kicked all that out. Remember that back in, I think, end of 2017. Or maybe it was early 2018, whatever. You're still a Chinese citizen? You don't think they're going to try to find a way to save themselves, their financial selves? Oh, I'll just go download a wallet. Crypto could really pump hardcore because of the fear factor in China and maybe other countries too. Again, you had the EU leaving. I mean, Brexit member state leaving EU. You got 2 other countries saying, I think we might be following suit. That's going to be very sketchy. And you got other people living there. Again, it only takes people to get nervous. You just have a certain percentage of people who get nervous and know about crypto and decide I want to get into crypto to potentially save myself from what my government's done, save my financial livelihood. I don't know the numbers of how much of a percent would it take. I don't know. But it probably isn't going to be a lot, considering the size of the crypto market even. Again, 305 billion right now, that's nothing. You're talking a global, sums of quadrillions of dollars. Hundreds of trillions, and then some. We're talking about a 300 billion, that's nonsense. I mean, isn't Apple, for God's sakes, isn't Apple like $900 billion worth, right now, like the first $1 trillion company? We're talking the whole crypto market at 305,000 or billion. And again, if it goes to 400, that's the number people are going to start looking at going, hey, wait a minute. All the people who were in got out. I don't want to do it again. Man, it did recover. Son of a gun, those people who kept telling me, don't worry about it, it's going to come back. And I sold when it was low. Ah, dang it. They were right. And now I've seen it go back up. Man, shouldn't have done that. I could have been making all this. They're going to see on their screen, I could have been making this money. Because I was in at that price and I sold there like an idiot instead of buying more like my friend told me. And if I did, buy Litecoin at $40 or Bitcoin Cash at $190, which is now nearly $500. And that, speaking of which, Bitcoin Cash. Another one, the Cobra. You heard it from the Cobra. He gave me that one. It is doing very well. You know, it was $200 in December. $179 in December. 208, 222 by January. And here it is doubling. More than doubling. 222 would be 444 or whatever. It's 485. It was 490 something again, I think, last night. Whatever. Bottom line is, all this time, I think we were in some good cryptos. If you've been following me, you know pretty much what I'm in. And I'll you know, although I do have a little Bideo right now as well, I don't count some of the smaller coins. So even the other smaller coins I sit on, I don't really talk about. I do have some Bitcoin, and this is no particular order but these are my bigger holdings. And I mean by dollar amounts, you know. Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash, Litecoin, Theta. Love me some Digibyte too. I actually had a decent amount of Populous. I might throw into this speech because I thought, well, even dollar-wise, it's not bad. So I thought, yeah, okay, maybe I should add that one too. You know, I usually don't add that Populous when I talk about some of my holdings, but I do have Populous. And Populous, again, I was in that thing around 40-something cents. It sold off at 5 or so, and it went up to $70. Oh, that was painful, but I still did well. And people, you know, I'd have this thing. I don't know where it came from. Once I sell out of a coin, like sell out for profit, I had a hard time getting back in. Joe, why don't you get back into Veritas? It crashed way down. I'm like, I don't know. If it goes under 10, I might. It went under 10. And I'm talking, after that, it went back up again. But I'm like, I don't know. There's something that I already did it. I don't want to get it again. It's weird. I said, I don't know how to explain it. But Populous got down so freaking low. And I remember Steven's song, when the dip comes, I'll be buying Populous. Although I haven't put that song online yet. We have a music video on standby that New Kids on the Blockchain helped me do. It was mostly them doing it. I'm waiting for a nice run. Like, I'm waiting for some good numbers before I set that thing up. It's pretty cool. But it got so low Populous. I said, yeah, I did my thing on it, but damn it, I gotta get some more now. This is stupid. So I grabbed some more, and it wasn't all. I mean, it was a while back, but whatever. Woo Woo Friends got her charts again in front of us. It's where she thinks some of the stuff's going. Redcoin. I do have a decent amount of Redcoin too, by the way. I'm sitting on it. I'm staking it, waiting for this potential 1 cent move in Redcoin that Woo Woo Friend thinks it's not going away, Joe. I keep getting it. It's gonna happen. I'm like, all right, maybe this is the year. You know, maybe this is when it happens. She thinks so. So whatever. Wish y'all the best of luck with whatever y'all cryptos y'all are sitting on. Take care.